Hi, this is my first live in a very long time because YouTube had gone through some changes where you couldn't do lives anymore unless you were like up there with YouTube. And I wasn't quite there for those standards for a while. And then I realized that I got them back again. To an extent, there are some limitations which I don't fully comprehend or know really what that is, but there are limitations, whatever they may be, and I'm just excited that I can do this again. Don't really want to be on here for an hour like a lot of other YouTubers do that have live YouTubing privileges, but I just wanted to say hey. And last night, when I was just chilling with Daniel, watching some television, having dinner like we do, I thought, while browsing through my YouTube channel, I'm like, unpopular opinions, because there's a lot of things that I say and share often that may not be popular to the popular opinion. That's why I say unpopular opinion, which mine can be very unpopular at times. And I'm like, I wonder if I should start posting like short videos, just sharing like an unpopular opinion for the week. And that could be something that I do, perhaps, but try not to make it too controversial because a lot of the things that I say or think could be seen as extremely controversial and could incite I don't know what. So I'm like, let me not do that to that extent. But it might not be a bad idea to do like Lulu's unpopular opinion weekly. Lulu's World weekly unpopular opinion. It's like a news update or like, big news transition thing, you know? Maybe. Where did the cats go? The UPS man came to drop off a package for me. And Bunny was right here, snuggling beside me. And then Thumper was over there in Daniel's seat. And then they jumped down off the couch. They're afraid of strangers. And now Bunny's over there by the window, and Thumper's hiding somewhere else. I don't know. But yeah, and then I'm like, I was gonna do a video on our new refrigerator purchase, which I plan on putting together some stuff for like next week's video probably, because I don't want to drag the Christmas thing on for forever. One, because it's not my holiday. Two, because Christmas isn't forever. And also because I feel personally like, how long can you talk about Christmas for it to still be relevant? Not very. So, and I do have some stuff, like a little bit of footage or pictures of our new refrigerator. And then the transition between, like very brief stuff, because how long do you really need to see anything about a refrigerator? Like, there's so much stuff that goes on in my life that I don't document, and some things maybe I should and I don't, and then some things I do that maybe I shouldn't, you know? So it's just figuring things out. But, oh, the funny thing, which I'm not gonna say where we were gonna buy our refrigerator from, where we're gonna buy it from. We did go with Home Depot in the end, or the Home Depot in the end. I'm not going to tell you who we were going to get it from, but we were originally not going to be buying a refrigerator necessarily from the Home Depot. We were going to get it from another store, and we were so gung-ho about getting it from this other store and using this other salesperson to give them commission just as like the nice thing to do, because they were so proactive, or like pretty proactive, and they put themselves out there, him or herself out there, and talk to us. And we're like, okay, first, we don't mind you. I just have a dish in my line. Um, I know about body language, and I know that there's things with body language that can be perceived in another way, and I will flat out tell you that's not my way. But anyway, so yeah, we were gonna do that and get this person their commission until things didn't work out that way, because we later learned that this person, as nice as they might have been, they might not have known they probably didn't know what they were talking about. They kind of reminded me of people that I don't want to go into that, but they kind of reminded me of something familiar to me, where like I've professionally interacted with people at one point or another, people that were not knowledgeable. Chapstick is looking nasty. There, okay. People who are just not knowledge. They're not knowledgeable in the products in which they're selling, and they try so hard to come off like they are, and they're really not. And they're just so busy trying to fake something, or they're just misinformed. And I feel like at the end of the day, they probably were a nice person. They were just very misinformed. And we're relaying false information, which is this refrigerator that you are trying to get is not going to be available, or as easily available to you as you might like. We have a list of interested buyers, and if you were to put in a deposit for this refrigerator, it does not guarantee you a spot at buying this refrigerator. And I'm like, okay, then I'm not going to deposit anything, because the only reason why I would want to deposit money into this is if you can promise me a refrigerator in the near future, like within a month. I think like a month would be fair. And that wasn't going to happen. And they're like, we only have like X amount of refrigerators that could potentially be given to us, and the demand is so much higher than the supply. Little did we know, this was absolutely not even close to being true, because guess what? That person, salesperson, and Daniel kind of read between the lines and figured it out, that this salesperson might, and this is like Daniel's perception, which is like an 85% assurance to 100% assurance, that they were beating behind the bush telling us to look at another store because there's something wrong with this particular store and them not being able to get things for you, but other people will be able to. So we took his advice, which was to go to another retailer, different store altogether, and ask them, how quickly can you possibly get this refrigerator to us? And he's like, most likely they won't even know what they're talking about either. What did we do? We went to the other store, one of their competitors, and because the sales guy was busy helping some other family that took freaking forever, we asked just a worker that might have been a manager. They looked like they might have been a supervisor manager. I don't know. And he was very helpful. And he said that the date on the sign, basically the date on the sign on this refrigerator at their store, was pretty much accurate with the availability for this refrigerator, which was within a week, of that day that we were at the store. And we went back a day or two later to seal the deal with them and actually order this refrigerator. We got that new refrigerator within a week, as promised, with the delivery date, and it happened. And now the original guy, we still have no idea about him, except I'm under the impression, knowing from my experience with retail and customer service and working with other people and knowing how not everybody really has any knowledge of what they're doing. And some people do and some people don't. And You can talk to 3 different people at the same place, and I know because it's happening to me lately with a purchase I made online with the product from the same place where we got the refrigerator. And I was told by 3 or 4 customer service reps different stories, and the final person that I spoke to admitted to me that the item never got sent out to UPS, and basically they effed up. They, meaning the retailer, effed up. I got my refund back finally, so I could buy it from somewhere else, which was Kohl's, and this was for a vacuum. But anyway, I know from my own professional experiences in retail and customer service that you could talk to, let's say, 3 different people at the same store, and unfortunately, you might get 3 different answers. And the honest truth, which is really, really unfortunate and inconvenient, and it sucks so bad, but it's the truth. Sad to say, but it's the truth. Maybe one of the 3 people know what they're talking about, and they will give you the most accurate information. And it's unfortunate for the 2 people out of the 3 that have no idea what they told you, gave you the most misinformed information, and it just leaves you confused, untrusting, and whatever. But the good news is you might have to talk to 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, 6 people. You might not, though. You might get the one person from the get-go that knows what they're doing. But in my experiences and other people's experiences, it may not happen that way. Because the last time I called Home Depot about my vacuum situation, I was like, I'm at the point now where I really want to talk to a manager or a supervisor, because I've been told the wrong information 3 times already at least, and I'm not exaggerating, and this really needs to get taken care of. And the guy was like, before I do that, I really want to try to help you, and he did. And I was like, it just really sucks. It really, really sucks that I had to go through this, but I know from my experience, because I feel like I should be more mad than I am, but I can't be, because I know what it's like to be in your shoes or their shoes. But you know what I mean? If I would have known 2-3 weeks ago that my vacuum was not going to come to me, I would have canceled it right then and there. If we would have known from the get-go that this salesperson from the OG store did not know what he was talking about, and he did tell us he was new for like a month or 2, but still, like, that's not that new. I'm under the impression he didn't know what he was reading. He didn't know how to read it, and he didn't know how to do it, and he lost business for that store. And that's fine. I mean, we still bought something from them, just not a refrigerator. We got something that worked out a lot better. But you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. But at least we got a refrigerator, and you will see it. You will see the before, and you will see the after. Probably next week when I put together that video, because this week is holly jolly Christmas tree and then some. I think that's what it is. I don't know. It's something festive for the holiday. Not my holiday, but it's festive for the holiday. And I hope you found this entertaining, amusing, and it's could be perceived as an unpopular opinion, but it's the honest to God truth about retail and all that good stuff. I know the good, the bad, and the really ugly when it comes to customer service and retail and all that stuff, because I've had years of experience in it. Good, bad, and the ugly, the uglier, and the great. So yeah, while I don't necessarily work in retail anymore, I've had years of past experience in that, firsthand experience as the employer or employee side, but I also have 39 years of experience as a customer in retail too. It's so funny. But yeah, it's the truth. So if you're ever unsure about the information that you're receiving, go ahead and ask other people. And if you're still not sure and you still don't trust them, talk to a manager or a supervisor. Ask and be a Karen. I was so close. I was getting so frustrated. I'm not lying. I have an itch in my ear. So freaking frustrated on Saturday after talking to like one or two people before getting resolution on my vacuum order with the Home Depot that I was texting Daniel. I was fuming. And I'm like, I am so close to just from the get go. The next time I call the Home Depot, be like, listen, I am a Karen. I'm going to be a Karen right now. And I want to talk to your manager. But I couldn't. Because nobody wants to be a Karen. Not even Karen wants to be a Karen. And I've worked with a Karen. Like, that was her name. And she was so not a Karen, in my opinion. But I don't know. Yeah. But, sometimes you should be a Karen because sometimes you need to be. If you're getting, like 10 different answers and none of them are getting you this resolution that you need. And like I told the guy at Home Depot about this vacuum, I'm like, for a product that's less than $200, it's really not worth the aggravation. Like, really not. I mean, now the product is over 200 because it's no longer on sale. And when I bought it at Kohl's recently, the original price of this vacuum, which was like a hot item for Black Friday, which I didn't realize until whatever. But when I went to buy it at Home Depot Saturday night, not Home Depot, Kohl's online, Saturday evening, night, the price then started at $3.99, so about $400. And then, because I'm a credit card member, owner, whatever, I have the credit card, I was getting an extra 30% off. And then you're able to combine coupons with them, which was great. So I saved an additional 30%. So I saved $108 plus $90. So that's almost $200. So at the end of all that, I wound up spending probably about the same, maybe like $10 to $20 more than I was spending at Home Depot for the vacuum with the original purchase. So for the most part, I'm getting it for about the same thing. And I told Daniel, if the Kohl's thing falls through too, hell is going to pay. Because, listen, I gotta get this vacuum. Just like I got my refrigerator. I still can't believe it. How horrible that was. Sorry, my hair's a freaking mess. I cannot believe it, how horrible that was. Because the guy from the OG store was like, you might not get this vacuum for months. And months. We go across the street at Home Depot within a couple days from that day when we spoke to this guy that says it might take forever to get this refrigerator at their store. What day did we go there? Like right before my birthday. My birthday was December 1st. Like literally the day before my birthday, I think we were at Home Depot. Or the Home Depot. The expected delivery date on the refrigerator that night, December 9th. What did the guy at the store tell us at the Home Depot? It'll be delivered, and he said the 13th, I think. 9th or the 13th of December. When did we get it? December 9th. True story, bro. True story. Bruh. We got it. We have it. I mean, it's going to work as great as it's going to work. We do have like a snuggie space for a refrigerator, and this was the best option for what we had to work with. And right now, I'm pretty content with it. I like it. It's fine. It's good. It serves its purpose. And we have it. And I would definitely recommend using the Home Depot for most major appliances. Um, their installation's pretty good. Daniel oversaw the refrigeration removal, switcheroo, whatever when they brought it the other day. He oversaw the service guys do their thing. He had a very positive experience with them, and they were so helpful, and it was great. It was a very positive experience. He really recommended them, for the future. They said, when the survey comes, to please give a positive, positive feedback. They would appreciate it. And he's like, just go ahead and do it. And I'm like, okay, because I did the survey because it was under me. But yeah, so I did. And I'm like, like anything else? And he's like, nah. And I'm like, all right, well, I gave them all good stuff for the fridge. And, that's that. Yeah, we lived like literally pretty much across the street from Home Depot. But my grandma recommended the OG other place. And we're like, yeah. But no, it didn't work out. But it's not my grandma's fault that the guy we spoke to at the other store just didn't know what he was doing. It ain't her fault. No. Alright, bye. Hope you like this. Give it a thumb up if you like it. Don't give it a thumb down. Give it a thumb up. Sorry, I got a burn on my finger. It's healing. Yeah, give it a thumb up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, Lulu's World, and stay tuned for more interesting stories, unpopular opinions, and many other things. My logo is still in the works. The person making it for me is kind of busy right now, so she had to put it on pause, but she was nearly done with it. It's not me. I didn't do it. But yeah, she's almost done with it. Not sure when it's going to be done, but when it is, you will be the first to know after me. Yeah. I can't wait to see it. It sounds really awesome. Like really, 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 really awesome. And that's why I asked this artist to do it for me. Because anything and everything this girl makes is genius. She's a masterful genius. Bye. Bye bye. Bye.